Welcome aboard, all you wonderful groomers, pet stylists, and canine cosmetologists. You found the Traveling Groomers Podcast, where we discuss lessons learned from mobile and house call grooming. I'm one of your hosts, Chris Bear Anthony. Any moment now, we'll be joined by my co-host and friend, retired mobile groomer and educator extraordinaire, Mary Oquendo, and very likely a special guest to help us chat about all things grooming, grooming industry related, and just plain fun digressions that I will totally wrangle back to topic. Grab those travel mugs and climb aboard to see where today's topic will bring us. Let's roll.
Ahead.
Recording? Yep, we're recording. We're doing all the recordings. Good Lord Almighty. Now I'm even pointed the mic at my face. Hi.
So are you going to play the opening?
No, I'm going to edit the opening in.
I need the audio in there because this goes up on YouTube.
And
edit the audio into the video for me?
the audio is included into the video. It's always included into the video. I cut out the audio opening.
Okay.
Trust your editor. Trust your editor. There will be an opening in the YouTube.
Okay. So
Because
so let's get this party started.
I'm leaving all that in.
Go ahead. I don't care. Let's get started.
All right. Welcome to episode number 275, recorded on August 28th, and it will be airing on September 4th, right smack before Hershey.
Okay.
Right before Hershey.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about is the pros and cons to taking your mobile grooming van to a trade show. Okay.
All righty. So that is one of our topics.
All right. So what are some of our other topics then?
Some of our other topics are why we talk about trade shows so much
Okay.
and turning into our mothers and which one of us is actually the Chaos Goblin.
Okay.
I think people think it's me. It's not fucking me. I mean, I have that ability, but not in this. I got dog hair on me.
Okay.
Not in this case.
All right. So let's start off with pros and cons of taking your mobile grooming van to a trade show. Okay.
Okay.
Pros, obviously, you could haul so much more stuff home from a trade show with all that room from the van. Okay. When I used to bring Ricky to the trade shows, my golden self, we would take him, we put the crate in the mobile grooming van, and he'd go in the crate. It was great because it's just the room is there.
Now, do you, when you put the crate in the mobile grooming van, I'm assuming you like tie the crate down somehow? Okay.
It's been a while since we've had to do that because I didn't ever bring the mobile grooming van with spirit.
You didn't bring it with spirit?
Never brought it with spirit. We'll get into some of the cons momentarily on the whole mobile grooming van. Okay.
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 I would think some of the other pros is if you, depending on how you set that up, you could get paid to rent your van to use as prep areas.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shows do that.
So that's an option too, the why you would bring your van. All right. I've had warranty work done at a show on the van.
Ooh. Well, that would be the Hanby vans.
Yes. Okay. And before I had the Hanby van, I had a custom vehicle, but Curtis was involved somewhat afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
But you know what, the floors were crap in there, and the manufacturer, Terry Minix, went and redid the floors like a year after I got my van. Whatever.
Yep. Yep.
So it's also fun to see the vans. It really is.
Yeah. And you never know who you're going to meet, and you could show off your van. You'd be like, "Oh no, you should see my van. It's amazing."
Um, Especially the smaller shows, you're gonna have a lot of local people. So you're gonna run into your fellow mobile groomer, and it's gonna be so easy to pick them out. And you want to know, now, I have never been on the cover of Groomer to Groomer magazine, but do you know who and what has been on the cover of Groomer to Groomer magazine?
Your van?
Yes.
Wild guess. Wild, pull that out of nowhere guess.
And my husband,
That's just rude. How did that even happen?
because they had the mobile, they did a big thing on mobile grooming because mobile grooming was so new at the time. And they had all the vans lined up, and some of the hoods were up, and Ernesto's leaning over into one of the vans. And I'm still salty about this, just saying.
No. Yeah, I would be too. I'm not going to lie. I would be salty too.
So my van is on the cover of a Groomer to Groomer. My husband, who's not a groomer, okay, was on the cover of Groomer to Groomer magazine. So
Did they use that without his permission?
well, you couldn't really see his face. I knew it was him.
Okay.
So his face was like inside the engine, so it was really hard to pick out who in particular was. Is probably why they went with that one. Okay, so those are the pros. The cons. All right. It's a big old gas guzzling vehicle and put on the road for a couple of hours. The other,
Yeah, it's definitely a bigger pro if you're only like an hour or two from a show,
right?
max, because
And
it's a lot of gas.
so if you have to go through, say, I don't know, New York to get to any particular trade show with your van, and I'm sure some of the other states are the same way, you can't go on the parkways with them.
Oh, that's right. When you said New York, I was thinking the city, and I'm like, why would you possibly do that? But oh, that's right.
So you got to kind of take the long way around. No parkways.
Okay.
So there's that. Then there's drive-throughs. You know, my vehicles, okay, both vehicles were in and around. The second vehicle was like 9 feet, and the other one was over 10 feet in height. So that kind of, there's no quickie drive-throughs. If you're going to park it, get out of it, go into the fast food place, put your order. Because the plus side to that is that's also a potty break for you.
Well, but then you can really kind of road trip it, and see, like, take detours and take the scenic route and enjoy it, at least on the way there.
Um, Parking at the hotel, you got to be careful where you're parking. For places like Hershey, they've got like acres of parking. It's generally not an issue.
The only problem with that is they have acres of parking. So it's very possible you could park like a mile
Okay, so
from
here's
the entrance.
other con. You get a good parking spot at a place like Hershey, you don't move it.
You don't move it. Nope. Nope. That is it.
That's it. It's staying put. I will grab an Uber. I will grab a cab. That vehicle's not moving.
100%. 100%. Yeah, that's not happening.
What are the cons would there be for bringing you down? And Spirit just wasn't comfortable. No matter. I mean, Ricky was good. Ricky, we could have strapped to the roof of the vehicle, and he would have been happy to come along. Okay. Spirit, on the other hand, he had demands and needs. Okay. So
Yeah.
he was really not comfortable going for a ride. So no matter where I was, everything was still a couple of hours away, right? New England was a couple hours away. Intergrim was a couple hours away. Hershey was probably the furthest for me at about 4.5 hours away. And that's a lot of time for a dog who's uncomfortable and is not shy about letting you know he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I remember the one time I drove with you in Spirit.
Yeah. I am not exaggerating, am I?
No, well, he did in his defense. He tried to warn you.
Yes. But the thing is, he's always whining. How am I supposed to take it seriously? And we were so close to the exit. We were so close to the exit, Chris.
We hit
We hit some major traffic.
there was construction or something. So we were almost there and you kept saying, hang on, hang on, hang on. And he finally just let go and just gassed us out of the car and shit all over the place. And it was fun. It was so much fun. Yeah.
Good thing that hotel had washing machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, though I probably would not have want to used it after we ran through Spirit's bed through it.
That kind of wrecked hotel washing machines for me, frankly.
I rarely use hotel washing machines. I honestly don't know what the person before me ran through that machine.
Well, if you really want to go for it, and you really need to, and you can just commit and run a load with an empty with bleach through the machine.
That's true.
Because sometimes you just need to.
I try to pack enough to get me home to my own personal washing machine. And that was put to the test in Colorado. I literally packed the exact number of outfits home.
I did laundry in Colorado. We did laundry in Colorado.
So anyway, those are the pros and cons of bringing your van to the trade show. I love to see the grooming vans.
All right, and that was perfect because it is time for our first commercial break. If I can find it. Ha-ha! I love being a house call groomer, but I hate doing laundry or worrying about asking my clients for fresh towels. Raypet has solved those problems for me with the Wet Pet disposable towel. Taking up much less space than traditional cotton towels and easy to wring out and reuse, these super soft, comfy, absorbent towels eliminate any cross-contamination concerns between pets. And now their new smaller washcloth size can even help those sensitive eye areas. Great for cleaning out wrinkles gently and thoroughly. Need to keep water bowls for your clients on hand that are easy to disinfect, but hate all the room traditional clanky metal bowls take up? Or just have a very active pet? Their collapsible silicone bowl comes with an aluminum D-ring hook that can be attached to your pet's leash or anywhere else in your van for easy storage. You can get one by itself or in their handy travel kit, along with a set of 3 tick removers and 1 small wet pet towel. So stop by their website to check it out, raypet.net, and tell them the Traveling Groomers sent you. Oh, Mary, I actually got another topic. We can actually do like more or less a topic per segment.
Okay.
Because the other topic was something that came up this week, and it relates to the Chaos Goblin and turning into your mother somehow. This
Okay,
does relate.
So why am I now the Chaos Goblin?
First of all, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You've always been the Chaos Goblin. You're not just now. It's not just, no, we had some misunderstandings regarding time for today's recording. Because initially you said that you were getting work done. You weren't sure about the Wi-Fi, so we may be starting late. So it was good you didn't have a guest. I'm like, cool. So then when I touched base, I'm like, we can do this, this, or this. We can do early. We can do tomorrow. I mean, double episode Friday. We can do this. And you went double episode Friday just to play it safe. So I put neglected poodle in the tub.
Okay, but you're leaving something out.
What? Yeah. What am I leaving out?
That you said we could do it today, but not at 5:30, but you could do it at 6.
Or we could do it at the normal time. Yes. So then you come back to me and you go, I can do it earlier. The Wi-Fi is fixed. I'm like, I can't because now I put poodle in the tub.
Okay, but then
So I can do normal time, which is 9 o'clock.
okay.
So it's not my fault that a board meeting got scheduled last minute. Or was it really scheduled last minute, Mary? Or did you?
It was scheduled on Monday.
Okay. So yesterday, when you said,
That could have been iffy too, depending on my Wi-Fi.
but you didn't mention it yesterday. So when I'm making early, late, whatever plans, I don't know you have this other thing because you don't tell me. And I've turned into my freaking mother where I need to know because I'm planning my day based on what you've told me. And you've now told me 3 different things.
Okay, so
I've got a damp poodle.
So should I just like send you a copy of my planner?
For days we record, yes, please.
Okay.
For days we are scheduled to record, I need to know if it is business as usual or not, because I adjust my day.
Okay. Closet.
You get, oh, that's good.
My Wi-Fi is working. But
Tell me about your,
my security is not.
Oh, okay. By the time this airs, it should be fine. So don't go and rob Mary.
Yeah, you have to get past the dogs in the house. And they may be little, but they're tenacious.
But they're loud.
But they're loud and they're tenacious.
I'm also salty because said poodle has 1 or 2 matted areas, and I couldn't find the plug for the auto dog brush. And I was so mad. I was like, I am not doing this bullshit by hand. Bullshittery.
So is he going to get shaved out?
No, he's had like, he's got some like in the back of his head. He's 1 or 2 like between his legs areas. Yes, I'm going to shave him down, but I did find it. I found it.
Okay.
I found it because the auto dog brush does have its place. I was very trepidatious about it, which was concerned and worried and I don't know about this. It looks crazy.
Do I now need a t-shirt that says Chaos Goblin?
Maybe. At least a pin. I bet there already is a pin that says Chaos Goblin. I guarantee.
T-shirt that says Chaos Goblin. If not, Angie's listening to this. Oh, shoot. Yeah, there's plenty of them. Wait, hold on. These are probably just AI things. So they typed in Chaos Goblin.
No, there are Chaos Goblin. Well, there's a Trash Goblin one. No, Chaos Goblin on Etsy. No, they exist. Oh, this one's cool. No, that's just the odd goblin. But I am more chaotic in person. Like if we're hanging out and things aren't planned, I'm the one to go, ooh.
I can get a patch that says Chaos Goblin.
There you go. Told you they exist.
Okay.
So yes, I'm not sure when, but it's exactly when I'm planning my evening. And then when I couldn't find the plug to the auto dog brush, and then my computer wouldn't work. Mary's messaging me, and I'm like, "Mah!" Goblin mode activated is what
Okay.
I'm saying. Oh my God. So did we cover everything we needed to cover with pros and cons of bringing a mobile grooming van?
So, so
I
we
mean,
should.
I'm sure there's ones we're missing, and hopefully y'all will tell us about it and write in on the page or comment. Do you actually check our comments on our YouTube on the YouTube videos?
I'm tagged. If someone tags me,
But if they're just random comments on the YouTube video, you don't know. You could
oh
have
no,
gotten like,
YouTube, I get notifications.
oh, okay, okay. But for Facebook,
Tag me.
okay.
All I got to say is tag me. Okay.
Okay, so next commercial and go. And speaking of continuing education, because we either were or will be, join the Andis World Class Education Team each month for live interactive virtual classes. You'll learn new and trending styles, as well as tips and tricks from some of the best groomers in the industry. Whether you're looking for basic skills, trending styles, advanced techniques, or even just ways to spark your creativity, the new Andis Grooming Education site is your source for finding what you need to create your way for success. Try new techniques, learn from the pros, and grow your confidence today at andis.com/groomer education. Traveling Groomer Podcast listeners, hey, that's you, can get 25% off your first course today with the code VEGROOMING at checkout on andis.com/groomer education.
Okay. So what
Now
else?
I'm looking at Chaos Goblin t-shirts. Okay, that's now a thing that has happened. So I did want to, and I was going to save this for the end, but we'll smack this in the middle of the episode. You should trust your editor, Mary. I'm just saying.
All right. But you know what? Every episode we do, I have to wait for you to do the opening.
Because for the audio, it's easier for me to not, but you were in a hurry, so I was going to save a minute.
Yeah, a minute wasn't going to make a difference.
Nah. All right, so I'm playing the closing.
So probably more time arguing about it than what the opening actually would have taken. But anyway, continue on, Chris.
Unless you would have just trusted your editor and gone, okay, and carried on. But anywho's, so speaking of turning into your mother, I had a conversation with her this week because she got her hair done the other day and she hated it. She's like, the girl was rushed. It's not even. It's longer here than here. It's awful. Can you fix it? Because clearly I have scissors.
All right. So my first question is, was it really uneven?
Oh, no, it wasn't.
I know.
It actually wasn't. So and then we had a whole discussion because I said, my mother is too Southern for her own good. Like, she's been living in New Jersey for over 50 years now, but she is still too Southern for her own good because I've tried to tell her, look, as a stylist, if you're not happy with the haircut, tell her instead of pissing and moaning about it and maybe not going back. Just tell her, get it fixed.
I asked that is because I had an appointment with my hairdresser, and the woman before me was being a total pain in the ass. It's not even. And she's doing this thing, and she goes, look, it's not even.
Because she's tilting her head? Yeah.
Her head. And this was going on for 20 minutes. And you know what? I am actually a very patient person up until my patience is drained and I have no more.
So you're patient for about 10 minutes.
Oh, this went on for 20 minutes. Okay.
So the Bronx came directly out of you.
Came directly out.
And for those of you who don't know, Mindy says like the Jersey comes out of me sometimes, but the Bronx is worse than Jersey. I'm just saying.
You could have had a field day recording what I said.
Woohoo! You dropped about 15 F-bombs. You called her an effer.
It was to the point. Needless to say, she finished up, said it looks great, and left. What the fuck? Might have started out. What the fuck?
I fucking hate people.
Because she fucking hates people. So no, that was Saturday where she said how much she hated it. By the time I got to her place on Monday, because we had the doctor's appointment and stuff scheduled on Monday, she figured out what the problem was. She has very thin, fine hair. And she also has like 14 different pairs of glasses. So she takes her glasses on and off a ton of times. And she had a very short haircut. So if you don't know her hair and are used to her and she's not your regular client, you don't know that you need to, even though she has a short haircut, you need to leave it a little longer on the ears so that it will lay flat. Because by the time she took her glasses on and off 15 times, that one piece of hair that was over her ears was flipped up on one side. So she has a very lovely haircut that she has to style every morning and use a round blow dryer and brush and use product on, and she has not used to that.
Oh yeah, my haircuts, please. If you're making me use product in my hair, we need to discuss a different style.
Yeah. So she does need to discuss not a different style. She just needs to leave it longer because her thing is cut it short so that it's more like a man's haircut. So it goes around the ears. So she needs to either do that or cut it longer so it's a more flattering face frame.
Yeah, she just has to make, it clear to the person cutting her hair, this is what she wants.
Yeah. She is not good at standing up for herself. And as a stylist of the puppies, that's the most frustrating thing for me. Like if somebody tells me and sits there and tells me what the problem is so I can fix it or communicate with them why that's not going to happen, that's fine. I would rather do that than have them tell me 5 times, oh, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't know. Or just not come back. Like, tell me, give me a chance to fix it. Don't just slander my haircut all over town. And this is the hairdresser at the place she lives. So it would be worse if she told 5 people how much she hated the haircut. But between when she complained about it on Saturday to me and when she saw me on Monday, she got about 10 compliments on her hair. So then it all of a sudden became better.
Okay.
So basically what I'm saying is I dragged a bunch of grooming stuff up to my mom's apartment for nothing. Which is good because I'm sure I would have effed it up even more.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't cut my own hair.
I used to, and I know, listen, every groomer, I think at least once, has trimmed their own bangs.
Oh yeah, I've trimmed my own bangs. And I just follow along with what she did last. And I could do that twice. Still look good. Not that third time.
Yeah, something about, yeah. And the only way I can do it is if I'm going to swoop it to the side. If I'm going to do it where my bangs are down, I should probably get my hair cut before Hershey, maybe. Sorry, squirrel brain. Okay, I have a little Chaos Goblin in me too. That sounded bad. Um, I have Chaos Goblin tendencies, just not with scheduling. Scheduling, Mary. So, probably by the time this airs, which will be like the Wednesday right before setup day at Hershey, I'm guessing all the votes are tallied. I'm
I
guessing everybody voted, I
I'm
assumed.
assuming so, because they have to stop the voting at some point so they can, table up, add it all up. So you called me earlier, asked me if I got my Barkley Honors poster yet. And the posters are nice. You could see them here. You could see them on.
Yes.
They are really nice.
Yes.
But no, I have not gotten mine yet.
Okay. So some years I think we've gotten them either at Hershey or after.
Last year, I think last year they were having a problem and we didn't get them till like weeks after Hershey.
Yeah.
But they're
But-
usually very good. They're usually, if not just before Hershey, just after Hershey.
It's usually, yeah. Maybe they'll be there for me to pick mine up. And they'll
I've
still have to
never
mail
seen-
yours.
Never seen them there.
Yeah. It would be nice. It would be nice to be able to put it up at the Evolution booth. But it is commercial time, and I'm going to play this commercial one more time just in case, because woohoo! Spirited Life. If you're a dog lover, A Spirited Life is a must-read. Filled with personal photographs, this book takes you on a journey through the life of the incredible Spirit Oquendo. It offers inspiration for anyone who feels life has dealt them a rough hand. Despite facing challenges, this dog, with the support of his mom, Mary, transformed his adversity into something truly remarkable. This book's humorous and touching anecdotes will have you laughing, crying, and occasionally spitting out your drink. Get your copy at positiveed.com/books.
Okay,
right, so-
and just so that people know, Amanda at Celtic Canine will have a couple of copies of the book.
Woohoo! So you can pick some up at Hershey.
Yep.
For the inquiring minds who want to know. Now, and Mary, how did you feel about it when a customer had an issue with a groomer, they didn't like something? How would you prefer they handled that?
If they simply tell me.
Just say something. I think my mom was concerned about being rude, and I couldn't quite make it clear to her how telling 10 people that her haircut sucks is way ruder than asking the girl to fix what she doesn't like.
Yeah.
That's really all there is to it. But yes, if a pet owner wandered in here, just tell us. Just tell us. You can tell us nicely. I mean, don't be like, this is the worst groom I've ever seen in my life, like my one client did to me. I told you that story, Mary, right?
Probably.
She's this little old lady. She's in her 80s by now at this point, and I was trying to sneak something different into her dog's haircut. Like I was trying to sneak more Asian fusion look because she liked the shorter body and column legs. So I was trying to pinch the legs in and do a more flare instead of the column, like slowly, like bring her into a new style gradually so she wouldn't notice. Well, she fucking noticed. And I came back the next time and she was like, I don't know what you did last time, Chris, but that's the worst haircut you ever gave him. I'm like, oh shit. So then I had to explain why I did what I did and that I wasn't just like a stunare who fucked up the haircut. It was reasons, and I will stop that. That's fair. Oh, good Lord. So we talk a lot about trade shows, and with this dropping right before Hershey, I feel like we have, but have we really gone into why we feel trade shows are so important
Oh, it's one
and
of
why we talk about them so much?
we talk about it so much because everyone should make an effort to go to it, okay? And yes, we know sometimes it's not feasible. I mean, there's lots of reasons for not being able to go to a trade show, right? Maybe encourage some local people who you know put one together, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Tina Davis has 2 trade shows, 2 different areas, because people are asking for them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because now it's people are really starting to get I get it, I think, and get why it's important to go. But if it's not drivable for a lot of people,
and you know what?
it's not feasible.
Right. So I'm originally from the Northeast. You're from the Northeast. And we can drive to so many major cities in a very short period of time. You get out to the Midwest, right? And up, especially towards the most northern states, you could go hours and not see like another house. Okay. So there's a difference in how much are you willing to travel and how much can you realistically travel. So if you're in the middle of nowhere in Wyoming,
Yeah.
you know, your nearest trade show might be a 2-day drive. So unless there's a reason for you to get there, okay, it's not a feasible thing. And then to go to the airport to get there is still another. I mean, we get that because whenever we fly to a trade show, we got to get to the airport, we got to stay at the airport, we got to get in the plane, we got to fly out, we got to get our luggage. It's it's a thing. It's an entire wasted day.
And you can't do the shopping that is a solid part of going to the trade show if you're flying. There's only, I mean, unless you're checking a bag, but still there's weight.
And
You can't really do the
buy
products.
like gallons of shampoo and then expect to bring it home on a plane.
No.
So
A lot of times they ship. They'll ship for you.
yeah, but shipping is so ridiculously expensive. I don't think a lot of the shampoo manufacturers are doing free shipping anymore.
Or if they do, it's, yeah, I don't know. It's rough. It's rough.
So, so then what do? It is important to go to a trade show. It's how you learn about other products, the manufacturers, look at equipment. I mean, if I had never gone to a trade show back, oh my God, back, go the way back machine. Don't ask me what year. All right, but where I first saw Happy Hoodies would not have existed. They may not be the thing they are today because no one noticed it, or she had this great idea and didn't know what to do with it. So the trade shows are a great place to see innovation in the grooming industry. I mean, what we're seeing innovation these days, right? You have Michelle Price, and she has to handle it.
Yes. I was actually just thinking about that just that second before you said it, because we were talking about the Barkley Honors and the products this year. That's a tough category.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is a tough category. You've got the handle it, you've got the Jody Murphy's coat tender, and you've got the corset smocks from Celtic Canine. And I have and love all of those. And it's so hard because those are all amazing products.
And all by groomers.
Yes, yes.
All by groomers. There is nothing that drives innovation than being in your particular industry and seeing what it is you need to make the job better. You don't
Yeah.
see that. I mean, people can talk about it, but you don't see it unless you're at a trade show.
Yeah. And it's hard because yes, you want your friends to win, but I don't think if you voted for either any of those three,
You chose poorly.
I
You
don't,
didn't.
it's just hard. They're all good products, and I wouldn't be super sad if either of those three win because they're all stuff by groomers. It's all innovation. It's all good stuff.
And
And I want all of them to win. Is that possible?
yeah,
Can we
no.
have a three-way tie? Can they all three win? I would
Yeah,
like that very much.
I think in all the categories we would like to see that, but yeah, that's not a thing.
That, yeah.
But then we get these nice posters.
That is also true. That's the thing. You can never take that nomination away from us because that just being in that group is amazing. Like just being nominated and being included is so special, and it is definitely validation that, yeah, you're doing this hard work and people are noticing. So that means a lot. And it's time for a commercial break. Be right back in 30 seconds. Hanvey Engineering isn't just for mobile groomers. I have loved my Hanvey equipment for years before I even thought of getting a mobile van, and I wouldn't want to groom without my Bathing Beauty and hair vac. With every piece of equipment in their van and outside of it having its own QR code linked to troubleshooting tips and fixes, these low-maintenance workhorses turn potential roadblocks into mere speed bumps. Check them out yourself at hanvey.com. Ta-da! And we're back. And wow, I think we actually kind of hit all of our topics that we were going to talk about today. Although the other thing and the other reason I called you a Chaos Goblin is by this point in our journey, by episode number 275, if I don't know what we're going to be talking about, at least a half hour before we're supposed to be recording, that gives me anxiety.
It's another Wednesday, Chris.
For you, I have things planned. I have notes. There's glare, you can't see. Well, I have notes. I even wrote down just now all of the topics. If you can read my chicken scratch. Wait, I didn't cross that one out. Got to cross it out because we talked about why trade shows. Yeah, it gives me agita because I don't know. It's important to me that we do a really good job. And sometimes I can wing it with certain topics. If you go, we're going to talk about this, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I have enough of that in my back pocket, like ergonomics. Talk about shears or ergonomics. I've got you. I don't need to plan that out.
Okay, so we talked about something that I could talk about now for hours.
No, that's Friday when Kate comes on and we talk about disaster planning.
Oh, no, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, that you can talk about for hours, but yes.
So, can I tell you I have a greenhouse, Chris?
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, Mary, I don't think you've mentioned in the last 20 minutes.
So, I've got Mercury greens growing right now. So I'm excited. And here's the thing too. So I have this wonderful thing from.
You have, and then she moves away from the microphone. So I heard, I have.
Okay, so in the wellness box from Valerie McFadden, the Oasis by Ohana, she put in here this little journal book. And I'm going to be bringing this down to my greenhouse Gotta take the plastic wrap off of
You
it.
cannot have
And
enough notebooks.
cute little pen so I can start keeping track of my microgreens and, when I should be picking them, how long do they take to germinate? Like my first batch here, they said, you should soak seeds, especially the big seeds. And I'm like, oh, these are little seeds. I don't have to soak them. The answer to that question is yes, you should be soaking them, even if they're little seeds.
Even a little bit, even if you just fold them in a paper towel and like wet the paper towel for like a day. Yeah.
So anyway, I learned that today. But I should be harvesting my first batch of microgreens in maybe a week, I would say, at the outside.
Nice.
So anyway, the reason I bring it up is this brings me a lot of joy right now. It's very relaxing. I go out there and I sit out and I just look around. My what do you call the local garden center sent me an email, right? Hey, rose bushes are 50% off.
I love roses. Oh, I love
I love roses.
I wish I had more room to grow roses. I would do a lot
I
because
got plenty of room to grow roses. So I went and I saw 3 that I liked, and it said free delivery. I don't have to haul these things home.
even better.
Even better. So they're coming on Friday. Don't worry, I'll be posting pictures of them when they're in. Not a problem there.
I was not worried.
I'm sure you weren't. I also picked up an agave plant.
I saw that and I just barely refrained myself from being like tequila. That's agave is one of my favorite plants.
Yes, it is. And it's little and it's spiky. And there was a big sign up that said, be careful, it's spiky. So the first thing I did was I poked my finger on it.
Clearly, no, I agree. That would also be the first thing I did would be touch it. Is
Yeah, the sign is correct. It's pokey.
I'm also one of those people that, those waterfall walls where it's like a glass wall with like water pouring over it. The signs that say don't touch. I always touch it.
There was something about
Always touch.
putting up a do not touch sign that immediately draws your eye to it and you have to touch it. I think that's actually would be a really good marketing thing or something you wanted people to touch. Do not touch.
But then you would have to because some people are rule followers. So then you would have to have a series of signs. No, seriously, wink, wink, don't touch. To feel this incredible softness of this whatever squishy mellow product, you'd have to really lean into it. Versus you and I, just one sign, don't touch, whoop, whoop, immediately.
So anyway, so
the
that
3D views.
Really? Do that again, Chris.
Ooh, there's no 3D, but whoa, don't touch it. I'm touching it. I'm touching it. Anyway, I think today is going to be a short-ish episode, and we're going to do our last commercial break, and I'm not even going to break. I'm just going to remind you guys that...
commercials.
Will you trust your editor? What commercial didn't we do yet?
I don't know.
Do you think I'm going to leave out my Evolution Shears family?
What about Ray Pet?
Ray Pet was the first commercial we did.
Candace
was the second. Okay. Spirited Life was the third. Hanvy was the fourth. Okay. Because someone has lists and checks it off. Whasha! Trust your editor. We have previously, within the past hour, discussed this. Anywho's a what's it. What I meant was, what I'm going to say is instead of pushing a button, because I have not redone their commercials yet. I'm going to say, if you know what you need at the Evolution Shares booth, 100% take advantage of the pre-order feature on the website. You can pay for it in advance. You can have, whether or not you know how it's set up, you can order everything, have it just ready to pick up. If you text them a picture of your shears and say, I need this, this, and this shear, I need it set up exactly like this, you can fly by, be like, my name is Sarah Connor. And I don't know why I did the Terminator thing. I need my Evolution shears. And we'll be like, phew, here you go, you already paid. We'll check your ID because, we want to be sure. But, oh,
he doesn't usually sit with me. Pooh is down the bed.
Yeah, where's Pooh?
Pooh's sitting on his bed.
I thought he lived in your sweatshirt.
Well, sometimes when he's here by myself, he's like, it's okay. I'm just going to sleep here on the bed. But then somebody comes in and now he's all, well, why'd you pick him up?
Okay. So there will be shenanigans happening at any moment.
Definitely shenanigans happening a little later.
Okay. So check out the Evolution Shears website, get your pre-order on, and check out our new Diamond Dust line at Hershey. Get those in your hands. They are premium, amazing. I don't want to use the word luxury, but they feel luxurious. Oh,
And this is the
VG10.
time that I pay to have somebody cut his nails.
Oh, that one who was just licking your face?
Yes.
That's fair.
We hired somebody.
Did you find the rawhide? Oh, I just bathed him and he found the rawhide. The rawhide roll. There's going to be rawhide all over his legs is what I'm saying. Anyway. So see, I did not forget about our Evolution family. And Mary, have I told you I got my Norwegian forest cats?
Yes.
I have not spammed Facebook with 1,000 photos yet. That will come. That'll probably come over the weekend when I'm like trying to relax a little bit before the craziness that is Hershey and just spam. But Vincent, the existing cat in the house, has finally won one of them over, and I have video proof of them grooming each other, and it's glorious. But that is our lives right now. Greenhouses, amazing shears, new cats, and Cecil, who doesn't know that his ass is going to get kicked later for taking up mommy's lap.
Yeah. We will have a word with him later.
Who will have a word with him. All right, so it is right about that time. We are more or less on time for today. And guys, stop by. Mary will not be at Hershey this year. I will be at Hershey. Stop by the Evolution Shears booth. Try on a pair of shears. Even if you don't get a chance to try on a pair of shears, run by and be like, we love the Traveling Groomers. And that way, Abby will know that they are correct to advertise with us. But they're also supportive of me. They're amazing. All right. Anything else you really wanted to say today, Mary? All right. Safe travels out there. See you soon, guys. Well, that was fun, but now it's time to head home. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed chatting with you. If there are any topics you'd like us to discuss or guests you want to see join us on this crazy road trip of ours, let us know in the Traveling Groomers Facebook page. Don't forget to thank our sponsors. See you next week, guys. Safe travels. Well, that was fun, but now it's time to head home. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoyed chatting with you. If there are any topics you'd like us to discuss or guests you want to see join us on this crazy road trip of ours, let us know in the Traveling Groomers Facebook page. Don't forget to thank our sponsors. And see you next week, guys. Safe travels.